What's up, everyone? Yeglo here with another gameplay analysis. So the other day, it was like a week ago now since when I'm recording this. It was a Sunday night and we were playing a few games and we were just really struggling a lot. We were having almost wins, or we were just like losing battles that I felt in the moment that we should have won. There was a few different things like that, and I just thought maybe this would be a good compilation of a few clips that I can just go back, analyze, and understand why we're doing it wrong, or why we were doing wrong. So when I went back and looked at them, I figured maybe will record it as I'm thinking through it. So I found a few clips that we definitely could have done better, and that's what I'm going to show here. I'm just going to talk through them, show the gameplay while I'm doing it, and then just say what I think we could have done better. And as you can see, actually there on the right, my face, I look happy. We're about to start. Gibby is welcoming everyone. But little did I know it was going to be a frustrating night. So let's just get to it. So this first one here, we had just killed a team. So I'm keeping the high ground because I know there's another team somewhere. And as I'm approaching, you see I saw the box there. I saw the blue box. So I'm just going to play it again a little bit. But see a blue box down there. So if you can see too on the bottom left, I only have a white shield. My teammates have a blue shield. I know the guy that we just killed had a blue. I see a team on the right. So I'm trying to just get cover. But look what happens, right? They're right there. And obviously the bad stuff happens here. So I see the team trying to drop for the blue shield, and boom, there's two enemies there. I hadn't realized there were two teams still left, which is fine. It's normal, but in this game you kind of have to assume there's at least one more. It's just how the third party goes, especially the second ring and above. But if I go back here where I see the enemy, like the problem is like you see the blue that I mentioned, and then there's kind of like a curve. So I obviously don't see them because of that. And I know there's a team to my right. But the team to my right, as I see them here, they're pretty far, right? They're not that close to me. I have my bubble in case I want to just like get some cover with my shield there. But really what I would have needed to do, and maybe hindsight being 2020 kind of thing, I don't know. But what would have been better here is if I had actually just stopped on the corner and looked. Like right here I can see them, right? I don't need to drop right away. I can just be a little bit more conscious, just look down for a second. And from this close range with the double tap, I can probably kill one of them right away and then switch to single if I want, or switch to my R301 and get the second one. With this high ground, the double tap, and the distance that we have, I could have probably killed one, maybe pretty much injured the other one a lot. But instead, I dropped because I wasn't looking, I wasn't being conscious. And then they kill me here. So here's the other thing too, right? I see them drop my bubble there to give myself a little bit more extra protection. But already, see, I don't have my shields anymore. My health is down pretty much 25%. So here, you see my teammate back here, and there's also a door here. And I know they're past my bubble a little bit towards the boxes. So there's some distance between us. So here, seeing how I don't have enough health, I could have just kept running, put my weapon down. Look at my distance right now, right? I'm not that far away. Here with my speed, the speed that I have right now, I can even slide and get a little bit more of a boost and try to get in here and protect myself and try to heal. But instead, see, like when I slide here, this is what I was saying earlier. Like I slide here and look where they are. Like the Octane's here. The Watson's not even almost, she's almost like in the bubble, I think, at that point. But I got so close at that point to the door. See, now the Watson's here, Octane's back here. They're both pushing me. But me turning around here, sure, I have my gun shield and everything, but turning around it's not gonna do anything. I'm just not really gonna do anything at all. So I should have just gone in and get closer to my teammate and just heal. Like already at this point, I'm basically by the door. If you see the wall here, the door's like right next to it. So that was by me turning around and shooting backwards. So if I just focused on going on the door and getting protection, it would have been a smarter play. And then if you look at the mini map over here, you can kind of see my teammates are near me, right? They're not that far away. There's one right here. You can see the silhouette. The other one I think is high ground. And if I had just gone to the building, I would have been able to protect myself. But Instead, I turned around and I shot them. So 2 kind of dummy plays there that caused me the death. And then eventually my teammates are fighting it off, but unfortunately they also die. This one happened basically on the game after that. We were fighting a team out here in the tunnel. We had the vault key, so we wanted to go into the vault back out here in the train yard. We're fighting this team, and we get one down. We are getting grenaded, and then somehow, some way, I killed this lifeline and the wraith. So I get really excited. It's a good fight. We're feeling good. We're ready to go. Our teammate for some reason does the MP. Doesn't matter. He's just messing with us for some reason, but whatever. So we're looting. We're good to go. We know that's the vault. We know the storm's coming in. So we go through the tunnel after we loot forever. So we're going through the tunnel here. We're just topping out a little bit. And as you'll see in a second, there's another team, right? So here is where the problem happens. I start throwing grenades. And because the Pathfinder didn't really know that we were there, I don't think. So, because he was going into the vault. I'll rewind it real quick here for you. So he goes into the vault. He doesn't really see us. He knows it's looted because the door's open. And maybe there when he comes out, he sees us. I'm not sure. I don't know if he sees us because he heard us or because he heard the grenade coming in. I don't know what it was. But the best move there, because you can see the storm. If you look at the minimap here, up here on the top left, you can see the storm line is coming in, right? It's 19 seconds left to fully close. You can kind of see the edge over here of where the storm is supposed to close, right? That's where the ring starts. But look at this whole trail here. There's only one way for us to go at this point. We have to go through the tunnel. So we have to like face them, sure. But battling them here in the storm doesn't get us anything because we can maybe down the Pathfinder and that's great. But then he obviously has at least one teammate, maybe 2, right? Full squad. So even if we're able to win that match, that battle there for some miracle, we can still get third party when we're on the edge. So the best decision there, especially if we want to try and loot the vault a little bit, best decision is when I see him here, and that's my mistake. I'm still 100% my mistake. Like when I see him there, and there's this truck right next to me, I need to back out and just stay here hidden, wait for my teammates and tell them to also stop and let them go. And just let them go, right? Like throwing these grenades doesn't really do much. Like I said, maybe we can get a quick kill and that's it. But look at me. I'm throwing all my grenades. I'm burning them all. But guess what? They also have grenades, right? They also are burning us a lot. And we do get pretty weakened because of it. So what happens now? Now we need to heal in the storm. Now we need to find a way to maybe get some loot in here, which there won't be because there's at least 2 other teams that go in. And you see I grab a blue shield and it's already used, so there's nothing I can do with it. And then I gotta heal because I'm in the storm. So my teammates, though, they have to push too because that team was weakened. So it's a very, very bad situation to be in. There's not many choices that you have, and you're pretty much just stuck, right? So my first teammate goes down. My second teammate, if you see on the top, he needs to heal with the med kit because he's pretty weakened, and we're gonna fight a team, and we're in the storm. So it's a lot of combination of things. I also have to heal, but then he gets pushed and he gets killed, and now it's just me against the whole team. So just a terrible situation to be in, and they're really what we need to do. And you can see my face of frustration and like in shock of like, all right, what did we do wrong? But you just gotta stop. You gotta stop for a second, think through the situation. It's split second decision, and I get that, but you're in a tunnel, you're in the storm, you can't fight that team there because you're in a position to lose that battle. They can get in a better positioning, get into the storm, heal up, be ready, and just wait for you on the edge. And if not, if you kill them, you can still run into another team and die. So bad decisions there all around. This other one is a classic kind of like rotation that we do from Overlook. And we go into like this unnamed town right here. So this is Capital City on the right. Geyser is right behind this wall here through the tunnel. And we are taking the balloon. There's a team right there. So we're taking the balloon to them. And I usually don't like this play. And right here, it also didn't totally pan out. I don't think it was because of that. But I don't really like taking the balloon if I can avoid it. Because the balloon just leaves you a little bit vulnerable as you're landing. Sure, you can get the high ground right away. But as you're landing, it just leaves you a little vulnerable as you take out your gun and stuff like that. but also it just alerts the team that you're there, right? There's no element of surprise. It's very, very loud, and they know you're there. So if you were to just walk it in through this and then get the high ground somewhere around here, try to get on this building or something, you come in with the element of surprise, and you can at least try to like kill one of them or at least damage them a little bit. But once you're just landing, you're super loud, and people know right away that you're there, and they're getting ready. They're getting ready to be defensive and everything. So my teammate went in first. We have also a crypto, so that's letting them know that we're here. So there's a lot of like elements that's letting them know that, hey, we're here to kill you. So they're already setting up, trying to like cover. Bloodhound even did his ult because we knew he knew we were there. And I have the high ground here, and if you see my teammate's pinging down here something. He just got down back here. He was downed. And what he's actually telling me, which we all know as gamers, that's actually frustrating, especially in Apex and Battle Royale games, he was shouting, he's won, he's won, he's won. So I'm thinking, all right, I need to drop and actually finish this guy off because that would give us the advantage, right? Or we would get even into 2v2. But there's two issues with that. One, I have the high ground already. By dropping here as Wraith, I'm losing the high ground. It's going to be hard to get back up. And two, I mean, I don't know. It's hard, right? He was saying he was one shot. He was saying he was one shot. So I just dropped to try to get that. And this is a guy he's saying is one shot. I'm shooting at him, completely whiffing shots. I get that. But as you can see, there's a 19 there, purple. The guy's not one shot if he has a purple. Maybe he had a cell, I don't know, and he popped it real quick. Something, maybe. But I'm hitting him for 19 there. I hit him again for 19. I hit him a couple times for purple, so I don't think he had a cell that he was using. So that, by losing the high ground there, that cost me. Obviously, my aim was terrible. I'll give credit to that. But because here I'm trying to like just whiff around, just trying to like avoid him. He also whiffed a few, and I got pretty frustrated if you saw that there. And then it's just one teammate against the rest of the team. So we lose that battle. I lose the high ground. I can't protect my teammate. If I had the high ground, I could have protected this teammate that's running back here. So the whole thing was just bad decisions overall that just cost us. And that's why it's important also for the communication to be clear, right? Like, don't say it's one shot if the guy's actually just weakened, or you just only hit him for a few shots for shield, because then your teammate is going to make a decision like the one I made. I'm not saying it's completely on my teammate, but the communication there is crucial because of that. Don't tell me he's one shot if he's not, because then it's going to cost us when I try to like go down and get him, as it did here. So that's just part of the game, part of the course. This one is actually a bit frustrating because I did a few back calls. We had really good shields. If you see, I have 5 kills, so I'm having a decent game. Have the D7 all amazingly decked out. 301 is a pretty good spot as well. So we have good gear, we have good med, we have everything that we need, and it's only 4 squads left. So we should be in a good spot to win these battles. But we know there's a team here in this building. That's what we were looking for. My teammate's battling one of them. And I try to go down. I missed the building that he's on, but I'm fighting the Pathfinder here. And if you see, I'm getting shot from the right side as well. So sure, I have self-revive and everything, but as soon as I'm fighting the Pathfinder here, and I'm getting, the arrow comes before I even shoot the Pathfinder, right? I'm trying to like just be a hero here, but it doesn't do anything because I'm completely exposed. My gun shield is just facing the Pathfinder. The guy on the right has a complete clear shot to just shoot me down. And as I'm trying to, I hit the Pathfinder really well, and that's fine, but my shield's going to keep going down, and I'm going to get weakened right away. You see that? Like, just within a second, my health just went down real quick. I'll just rewind it 1 second here. Like, right here, my shield already is down, and then they hit me again. My health's already down. Look how quickly my health is dropping. That's even less than a second. And there, really, what I should have done is, sure, my teammate's high ground here. I don't know. I think my other teammate's just getting some final gear and stuff, or he's looking for the third person in that team. But what happens is that as soon as I got shot, I should have just gone to SIP and gone up, potentially to my teammate, my Pathfinder teammate, or just gone completely up and try to heal up, get better positioning. I was completely vulnerable there, and there was no reason for me to completely focus on the Pathfinder. I should have reacted better to that rather than trying to push that. So it's just like the little things like that you got to think about when you're getting pushed. Actually, the teammate that was completely in top just killed one, so he was fighting someone else with that team, so he wasn't really looting. So I was able to get the rest off, so that allows my teammates to just focus on the battle and heal as well. But there's still a third one. They had only down 2, and they had basically sweated the 2 that they killed, and there's a third one that's moving away. And this is what gets me, and this is what's really frustrating about this battle is Storm's coming in. It's this third round, so this Storm does hit really hard. And as you see, I actually switched to a syringe because I know the Storm is here. I'm pretty weak. I just have to heal up right away. And you see I'm marking here that there's an enemy in front. So I'm trying to go over, try to protect. And since the bubble actually gives me faster heals, I throw my bubble down and I try to pop a med kit, try to beat the Storm out. But really what I should have done with the health that I have, where the Storm is, and the fact that we can basically outrun it, there's only one guy we can, so again, there's only one guy, we can outrun the Storm. I have like halfway health. Really what I should have done was pop a syringe instead of a medkit. Because then what happens is I'm trying to get the medkit off. I do get it off, but it costs me, right? Because now I'm behind the Storm, trying to catch up. The enemy's here, and that's another mistake I make. I try to shoot at the enemy for no reason whatsoever. The enemy's pretty far away, so there's nothing really I can do there. And then I try to heal again, when at that point I should have just tried to focus on running out the Storm. So there was a lot of like little mistakes there that added up to the fact that I did something as stupid as dying in the Storm. So just backing it up a little bit again. So I'm trying to do the med in the bubble. I see the enemy, and at this point again, see how far the Storm is from me now. I can catch up, but it's already hitting me pretty hard, right? And then I decide to shoot him for no reason. I just got to put my gun down, focus on getting in, and just getting in. But then I try to heal again instead of trying to get in. I have full shield. I can try to battle this guy with full shields and my teammates next to me. But instead I focus on going for it and trying to kill him. And again, try to be the hero for no reason. So that cost me. I do the portal, which is nice, but then I'm already so weakened that my teammates can't get me. So then what happens later in the game is they're actually up against a team of 3, and there's only 2 of them, so obviously they're at disadvantage, and we end up getting second place. So those combination of little things cost you the game at the end because you leave your team at a disadvantage for no reason, just for not focusing on the Storm, for not focusing on positioning, and just focusing on what matters, right? So it cost us, and that's unfortunate. So this is another frustrating one. I'm having a decent game again with 5 kills. Top 3 squads left. We have the high ground. We have pretty good shields. We have the high ground on this team in front. Putting some good shots in. But as you see, they have the charged rifle. So I'm trying to be careful of how to approach this. And I know the team is behind us as well. So just trying to like balance everything out to try to get that. Trying to bamboozle them for a second. The other team is coming behind. I'm able to get her. That completely spoiled it, but I'm able to get her there. So we now have a team that we got to go against. Put some good shots on that one. 144, super weak. So completely melted that one, which was awesome. And you see all of them shooting at my charged rifle. 2 of them have charged rifles. So, and again, this is, but like in this situation, the charge already has the nerf. So it's not super strong, but 2 of them hitting you at the same time. You can see it gets your shields down really, really quick. And that was just one actually hitting me there. So I'm healing up. My teammates going in because we know I hit this person back here for 144. So they're really weakened. This one's not super healed up either. So my teammates going in. I'm thinking of just keeping the high ground and just using arc stars. That first one was a bad one. The rest ones were pretty good. And just like weaken them from up top and helping him from up top. And we were able to down that one. And I'm just going to rewind here real quick because I throw that grenade over here, and look at this guy here on the left, 105. So this guy's really, really weak. We break his shield. This guy over here, we downed. And if you see the kill feed, right, Josh had already downed one of them. And now with that grenade, I was able to down the other one. So there's down 2-1. And the one that's left is this guy over here, which is the Pathfinder. He has 105 that we took away, so he has no shield unless he's healed up real quick, but he has purple, so he can't really heal that fast for it. But Judge is like halfway at that point. I'm full health. So there's a couple of things I could have done here. I'm just going to let it play out so you see what happened. So he didn't see him coming, and I do my ult to try to get closer to them and as fast as possible. And I hear him resting, so I'm coming up and I try to kill him, but the G7 comes out and I clutch it. I choke it, sorry, and I get pretty frustrated. So I rewind. I'm going to rewind it here real quick. There's two things I could have done. Knowing that the Pathfinder is weak, I could have just stayed on the corner there and try to help Josh by shooting at the path from up there. I have the high ground on him, and I can just shoot a few G7 shots on him and probably weaken him even more if I need to. But I just rushed knowing that my teammate was there and he was going to need my help. So I don't know. It was a tough decision in that situation. But I do think having the high ground and putting in some shots would have been better. Now, when I was first playing it and when that whole thing happened, that the G7 came out, I'm like, dang, I'm an idiot. I should have just had the alternator ready and then push. But I don't know if you noticed that. I did have the alternator ready instead, but it's still the G7 came out. So what happened there was that, so here, I'm just going to make it clear. So we down him. I can shoot the path, but I don't. And here, I have the alternator out when I do my ult. Look, I have the alternator. Alternator's focus here, if you can see it, and when I do my ult. But what actually happened is I didn't time the ult correctly. So I was trying to get out of it by pressing Y to decloak and just have the gun ready. But what happened is that it actually ended, and I pressed Y after it ended, and unfortunately that made me change to the G7. I had it at single shot, so I don't have the advantage of the double tap, because if you see here, I actually shoot him for 33. He has no no body shield, as we had mentioned before, so he never actually even healed. He's weak already. The double tap right here would have probably killed him, but I had it at single shot because I was in the high ground back there, and unfortunately, I hit him once more, if you see that. I hit him once more after that first shot, and then he just gets me. So I don't know how he got me so quickly, because I do have basically full shield, but he just somehow completely melted me. But I hit him again for 36, and I completely went over that one. But yeah, I hit him twice. I hit him for 33, I hit him for 36, and then he melts me somehow. 33, and then again 36. So that he's pretty much one shot at that point. He's hitting me with the, I believe, R99. But really, there was two things. One, I mistimed the decloaking, which cost me. If I had the alternator at that close range, I would have been able to finish him off. And even if I had the double tap, I would have been able to finish him off probably with those couple of shots that I hit. And lastly, if I had kept the high ground and just tried to hit a few shots from where I was, I probably would have gotten him as well. But just little decisions that cost you in the end, and it's game over. You're dead, and you lost. It's just part of the game, part of the battle royale mode, and every little decision adds up. But that will do it for this one. That was a few different clips that all happened in the same night, so they added up to the frustration and how it went through. But if you appreciate this analysis, if you like me going through them and kind of like talking through them, let me know down in the comments below, and I'll keep doing them, because it definitely helps my game as well. I'll understand and analyze for different situations in the future. And even if you have some gameplay that maybe you want me to analyze for you, I can make a video of those as well. So either way, let me know in the comments below if you want me to keep doing this. Let me know if you like them in general, but also if you have any feedback. I want to keep improving on my gameplay, but I also want to keep improving when I'm making this video. So let me know about that in the comments below as well, if there's something I could be doing differently to make them more understandable. But that will be all for now and for this video. I'll catch you all in the next one.